In today's video, what I'm going to talk about is evening and uneven chest, okay? So I get this question all the time, especially lately. So basically, it's very common with people with pectus to have uneven chest muscles. So one chest that is smaller, less developed than the other. I even have it a little bit myself, but I've managed to even it out through my training. Definitely before I started training, it was a lot more noticeable that my right pec was actually smaller than my left. So there's one thing that we can do for this really, and that is unilateral movements, so working one chest at a time. So for example, a one-arm low dumbbell fly, so you're standing, you're gonna come through and squeeze. And so what we're doing here is we're isolating the right pec or the specific pec that we're working. So what I would recommend doing with these movements is you do your weak or smaller pec first, and you match the amount of reps on your stronger or bigger pec so that you're not overloading the stronger pec, because the weak pec's obviously going to be getting more load for the same amount of reps. And then eventually over time, it should start to even out a little bit more. Another example of a movement you could do is a unilateral dumbbell press, just like this. And we're just pressing with one chest at a time, one arm at a time, and really trying to engage and isolate that pec. So when we're doing those unilateral movements, it's really important to instigate a really solid mind-to-muscle connection, because we're trying to engage that pec. And what we might find is one of the reasons that pec is smaller is because you're not getting a good muscular engagement there. So you should be able to feel it activating, even just with body weight. When you have good muscular to mind connection, you can engage it just like that, you know? So that's a good test if you can do that. And even like pec dance, like if you can only do it with one pec or something, then it's an indicator that you don't have a good mind-to-muscle connection there. So we want to develop that. And then aside from that, a big factor is maybe your muscle just inserts in a different place. So for example, if you look at my pectus, it's quite symmetrical, which I am lucky with. But if you look in there, like there is no muscle that can be built in that little segment there, but I built around it to make my pectus look a lot better. So some of you may have pectus that's slightly more out to one side, and in that case, if there is no muscle that's overlaying, there's not much we can do, but we can still build our muscles as best we can to make your pectus look a lot less noticeable. So it is a bit genetics, and it does sometimes come down to the way your muscle inserts, but if it is just a smaller muscle and it's actually got a very similar structure as your other pec, then we can definitely isolate it and build it up. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, then give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel for future pectus related videos. And if you want to take your transformation to the next level, then link will be in the description to sign up for coaching.